Count money, man. Stack riches. Try and told him I'm a beast, bud.
What's up, gang? Welcome to another episode of the GRINDcast. Get ready, it's a new day. And we're going to talk about life is not as sexy as it looks on Instagram or TikTok. It's messy and chaotic. And so you got to understand that people are showing their highlight reels, you know, on TikTok and Instagram, myself included. You know, even a little bit ago, you know, we were on TikTok live and we were taping the podcast, and me and Perm got jammed up. It wasn't perfect. We fumbled and kind of lost our place on what we were supposed to talk about. That's normal, everyday life stuff, you know, but it don't always make it. That's the bloopers. That don't always make it to IG, you know, that don't always make it to TikTok. That's why I wasn't worried. I'm like, nah, keep it rolling. We want to show them uncut. We want to show them real. This is the real life. And so when you see vacations, cars, you know, all these things, you know, anybody following our group, you know, right now, they're going to see we just came from Arizona, Scottsdale. Now we're going to Nashville. We're going to be there enjoying ourselves the whole time, us and our crew. We're going to fly back the next week. It's going to be me and two young cats with John Maxwell hanging out for days along the legend, you know, John Maxwell. But what people don't see is those people that I'm with all have had a bunch of setbacks, a bunch of issues, a bunch of problems, a bunch of failures. And so when you look up on Instagram or TikTok and you see a girl or a guy that looks a special way or driving some nice car or doing some things, what they're not showing you is the things that they messed up on. They're not showing you, you know, right now I got a great relationship, you know, with my wife. But even in 365 days in a year, we ain't putting up on Insta. We'll put our anniversary picture up there, you know, when it's time to celebrate our next anniversary or Valentine's Day. But we ain't putting on the reels or on the stories when we're, you know, hollering at each other, bickering at each other. You know what I mean? And you know, you slam the garage door and you leave. You know, and I mean, it ain't physical or violent. You know what I mean? But we'll argue, you know, just like anybody else. But that don't make the reels, you know, all the time. And the struggles and the setbacks in the business don't make the reels, you know, all the time. And so I just want to encourage you that, you know, even when they go through ESPN's, you know, sports plays, you know, you'll see unbelievable plays, but there's a bunch of failure that goes into that and mistakes that go into that, even in that game that people aren't seeing. And so they try to measure up to somebody's best and highlight situation in their life. And people can look at that and start looking down on themselves and say, what's wrong with my relationship? What's wrong with me? What's wrong with, you know, me? Because they look like they got this perfect thing going on, this perfect life going on. And that's not the truth. So you can use social media or you could let social media use you. And I want to encourage you to use social media. I think it's 2022 coming up here. You know, social media is where the future's at. It's where it's at right now. It's where it's going. But let's not allow ourselves to get used by social media. Let's use social media as a platform, but understand that all these people have their own flaws, setbacks, and things going on in their personal life. And understand that when you're looking at things, you know, that is on the outside, the grind ain't sexy. You know, working in insurance ain't sexy. It is now. We've made insurance sexy. We have found a way to make it sexy to be in life insurance. You know, praise the Lord, hallelujah. I remember when I was first coming up in the insurance business and I would go to a wedding or I would go to a certain place, man, and they, oh, what do you do? What do you do? Oh, I'm a stockbroker. I'm a financial advisor. I'm an attorney. You know, I'm doing this. And when it would come to me, I said, oh, I'm in insurance, life insurance. They just keep moving forward. I mean, it wasn't your sexiest, you know, business, but we've made it sexy. Reinvesting into your business ain't sexy. Like when you make a bunch of money and you got the choice to spend it all, which is more fun, or not treat yourself as good as you could treat yourself and give it all back by hiring more people, paying more employees, opening up more offices, buying more resources, investing into something you'll get down the road, not right now, giving all that money you just worked real hard for back. That ain't sexy. Eating healthy ain't sexy. Tonight we're going to let it rip, no perm. We're going to get some pizza in the with little Simon. I want to get him some pizza. But eating healthy ain't sexy. You know, we did a 24-hour fast recently. I've been doing the intermittent fasting recently just to switch it up. I mean, I'm hungry sometimes coming around 9, 10 o'clock after working out. You know, I get up at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. By the time I get through a workout, sometimes it's 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock. I'm starving. You know, I'm hungry. But the health benefits, you know, I want to do that. Eating vegetables, carrots, broccoli, chicken, rice, constantly, same thing, over and over again. Not sexy. Not sexy. Definitely would like peanut butter and jelly sandwich, some Oreo cookies dipped in some milk or something every day instead. Getting up early in the morning, hitting the gym ain't sexy, but the results. Life is about doing the difficult things that eventually get you those results. It's the results that are sexy. That's what we gotta. It's the result that you want that's gonna be sexy. How can you expect to be posting the highlights that these other people are posting without putting the work in order to earn those highlights? Right now, we gotta be willing to put the work in right now. Like, how fast does time fly? You can look at your life right now, look back 3 years ago. Time flies. There's no better way to see how fast time moves than looking at your kids. That's when I really started realizing how fast time was moving. Because my daughter is 6 right now, and I remember a minute ago when she couldn't even walk. I remember a minute ago when she was a year old. There was, just so fast. Bang. It makes you realize how fast life goes. But when you're in the middle of building something, grinding for something, it don't seem fast. You might be, man, I've been grinding at this thing. Well, how long you been grinding at it real hard? I'm talking about check yourself and be real. Have you really been going all in? Or have you been posting like you going all in and you ain't going all in? What are you doing on your spare time? What are you doing on the evenings? What are you doing in the mornings? What are you doing on the weekends? Are you really giving it everything that you got? But if you look at where you're going to be, if you just look, 3 years from today is going to blow by. Just like your 2-year-old's going to be 5. Just like your 7-year-old's 10 now. You can look back, that blew by. These next 3 years, the choices, the decisions, the grind that you put in is gonna blow by. Someone is out there right now scrolling other people's highlight reels thinking that it must be nice. Put the phone down and go to work. It will be nice. It must be nice. I'm going to tell you, it is nice. It's real nice. I'm going to get wild right now. I'm going to give the haters something to hate on right now. It is great to get on a private jet. I love it. It is nice to just take your bags. Perm don't get the pat down. We hop right on the plane. 10 minutes, we're out. Land. We ain't got to go through a bunch of hassle. Land. Boom. Car picks you up right to the... that is unbelievable. Staying at nice hotels where they cater to you and know you by name, anything that you want, that is it's unbelievable. Taking vacations to the best places, unbelievable. All these driving cars, I like cars. Driving nice cars, love it. Drove my wife's AMG, black AMG today, Benz, brand new, red seatbelt, super fast. I love that car. Driving around, love that whip. All these things are really nice, but the good things in life don't come easy. And most of the things that come easy ain't good. You hear what I'm saying to you? Good things in life don't come easy. And the things that come easy ain't good. They ain't gonna last. You know, I watch people all the time. Everybody wanna hop all over the place. You know, I heard somebody say one time, if you're tired of starting over all the time, stop quitting everything. I've had to give advice. Now, sometimes it's time to get the hell out of that bad relationship. Get away from that toxic man. Get away from that toxic woman. But I've had people have good people in their life and good people and good relationships, and they get sick of that person's shit. And I got to talk to them and say, look, man, that girl looks sexy right now, but in 2 years, you're going to be sick of her shit too. That dude looks sexy right now with them abs. Them abs going to turn into flabs. And what I found out is girls will take 6 cars over 6-pack all day. And so at some point you might get sick of, but the grass ain't always greener. It's the things that are that easy, that seem that easy, you're gonna find yourself that down the road, those things ain't as good. What works and what lasts, what stands the test of time. You can read 100-year-old books, 80-year-old books, Think and Grow Rich. You can go back to books 100 years ago, 20 years ago, 50 years ago. You know what works? The grind. The grind works. If you're looking to luck out because you're looking on Instagram and social media and you're thinking everybody got it easy and you want the next easy, quick thing, you're playing, you might as well go to the casino. You got a better shot, dog. 50-50. It is not 50-50 if you play the game of shortcut, don't pay the price. Look at what they got on Instagram. I want it fast and I'm going to quit, lie, cheat, steal, move around, bounce around, quit this one, go to the next best thing, trying to find my way real fast. What works is putting in the work constantly, doing the right things consistently to get to where it is that you need to be. And so here's what I'm going to leave you with. I want you to start looking at, if you're looking at people on social media, if you find people that are successful this week, I want you to ask them, what failures, what hardships, what setbacks did you have to do in order to get to where you are? That's your homework. If you see somebody in a great marriage, I'm not talking about the girl and guy walking in the mall holding hands. How long y'all been together? She's grabbing his ass. Oh, they've been together for 12 months. This is their 3rd month anniversary. We're celebrating this month. You know, those people, those ain't the one. I'm talking about, you see somebody in a 20-year-long marriage that is still having fun. I want you to ask those people, what adversity, what obstacles, what advice would you have for me? Because when you see somebody holding hands, grabbing ass, there was also a time that they wanted to strangle each other and they were arguing and they went through some really hard stuff. And if that's the relationship that you want, you got to learn from them and you got to be willing to handle the dip and not quit. And the same thing in business, same thing for whatever it is in your life. And so when you're looking, the homework this week is in your mind to think about when you're watching somebody, when you're watching NFL this week, when you're watching somebody get a touchdown, you're watching somebody get a sack, I want you to think about, what did this kid go through from the age of 10 till now? Other than having a good gift, what things did that kid go through? What obstacles, what injuries, what things did they have to do to get to where they are? What sacrifice did they have to make in order to get to where they are? Because I'm telling you, the most talented people that I ever played sports with didn't even have high school careers. They definitely didn't have college careers. People, some of the at 10, 11 years old, I played with some of the most talented people. I know they would have been Barry Sanders. But they didn't even graduate high school. They didn't even finish high school. Their grades wasn't, it's like, it's not just the talent. There's something that people are doing. Look at Will Smith. Think about and ask and research this. Listen to what I'm saying. Don't fall asleep at the wheel right now. I'm giving you the juice. Go look at, Oprah. Everybody likes to put the meme. You get a car, you get a car, you get a car. Go back and look at, what did Oprah have to go through struggling through teenage pregnancy. Go look at Will Smith, what he had to go through to become one of the best actors. How many failures, how many setbacks, how much adversity Denzel Washington had to go through. You think he just picked up and said, I'm going to be an actor, and 2 years later he was a multimillionaire? I think that's what people think. I think people see Adesanya, or they see these beast MMA fighters, and they think, man, that dude's just a beast. He's a beast, but he got his ass beat. I guarantee you he got his ass beat. Somebody whooped his ass. Somebody's watching that screen right now, and he would admit it and say, yeah, man, when I first started, Johnny used to beat the shit out of me. The only way you get good at that game, is that sport, is by getting your ass beat. I'm currently seeking places. I go to the mat factory an hour away from where I live consistently because I want to find some of the baddest people around here to add value to my life by trying to whoop my ass. because that's how you get your level up. That's how you get your game up. When you see somebody winning worlds in jiu-jitsu, those people are putting in the work. How many injuries did they overcome? How many sacrifices did they make? How many evenings did they put in instead of going with their girlfriend somewhere? How many times did they not drink or smoke instead of and they went to the gym? How many injuries did they overcome? How many weekends did they put in? How many mornings did they show up? How many private lessons how many days did they spend 6 hours at the gym? How many times did they get off a plane and go right to the gym? How many sacrifices are made when you're watching these people with gold medals? I want you to please at least ask yourself to go to a different mental place and say, what did he have to do to get those abs? What did he eat? How much cardio? How long? How does this person do that? How many years did they put into this craft? These people, I watch people talk sauce all the time about like a Mayweather or a McGregor or somebody. Oh, he made 10 million or 50 million on one fight in 3 minutes. You know, would you go a million, a minute with Mike Tyson for a minute or for 20 million? This is not for 1 minute. They were broke boxing for years. That's what they're paying them for. Right now, they put in 30 years, 20 years, 15 years. You're paying them for all the years they went broke to get paid. Are you hearing what I'm saying to you right now? That these fighters that you see, unless they come from money, they went broke to get paid. These business owners that you see on jets, on yachts, they went broke to get paid. They didn't make that type of money in the beginning. You know how many top business owners I hear stories about they slept in their office? When's the last time you slept in your office? When's the last time you were FILO, the old accounting principle, first in, last out, my brother? When's the last time you were FILO, baby? We can't just look at what they got, the skill set they got. Look at what they did. Look at what they do. Look at let me ask this fighter, let me ask this person, what sacrifices have you made in order to get here? What things did you give up? Did you travel? Did you move? How many people did you have to beg to sponsor you? For how long were you broke? How long did you sleep in your office? How long did you reinvest back into your business before you treated yourself to the house, to the life that you wanted? How many times did you have to keep putting money into your business in order to get to where you are? How many days, how many weeks did you go without seeing your family because you're on the road traveling week in, week out? How many days? Do you want that? Are you about that life? Or you just want the perks? You don't get the perks without putting in the grind. You don't get the perks without the process. And so I just want to encourage you to don't envy or look at what somebody else got if you're not willing to put in the work. We got to go put in the work that they put in. And so the homework assignment is to look at the people that you're admiring, anything you like. I don't care if you like music or yoga or art and you're listening to this. Don't matter. Makeup. Whoever's the baddest, think about how many reps, how long it took them to get to where they are, because it ain't no get-rich-quick sucker. It ain't no lottery ticket. And the homework assignment for this week is to find people that you admire and ask them about the obstacles, the setback, the process, the sacrifices, and those things in relation to the admiration that you have for that individual. And I'm asking you if this added any value to your life. We ain't making no money on this. We don't make no money. It costs us a lot of money to try to provide value to folks out there. People ask, why are you doing this? To help and add value to people. Maybe one day there'll be $1 that comes back from it, but it's years and years and years and years and years and no money on it. And I'm okay with that because that ain't the mission. The mission is to impact people. And so if this impacted you at all, can you do me a favor and share this with somebody? Can you like, comment, subscribe, share it with somebody? That's the payment. It's free. Can you share it and spread it for us so we can impact more people out here on the ground? We're in this fight together. Thank you guys for joining us on another episode of the GRINDcast. Get ready, it's a new day.